Welcome to the Whiskey Cantina.
I hated that.
I can't do an Irish accent.
That was Irish?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, shit.
I tried.
Yeah, I really can. No, I can't. Welcome to the Whiskey Cantina. I'm Ray.
I'm Jarrod.
I
tried again.
That was...
God,
that can't
dang
be
it.
serious. You have to be fucking joking.
I really thought I could.
Here's the thing, though.
You know, going into this, I actually thought I could do an Irish accent.
He is so dry that I don't know when he's joking a lot of the time, so take it for what it is, people. We're going Irish again today.
Well, I could do the Lucky Charms guy for sure, but I felt like that would be in distaste.
Heart, stars, horseshoe, clovers, and blue moons. I'm excited for this one. Damn, I was going to say something, and now I can't remember.
Teeling whiskey. Welcome to the Whiskey Cantina. I'm Jarrod. I think Ray already said all that. He's Ray, and we are doing another review today on whiskey. Irish whiskey in particular. I was actually trying an Irish accent, and I just realized I absolutely can't. I thought I could.
No, you really can't.
I don't know if it's the booze pre-video that's actually inhibiting that.
No, it's not. I think you just can't do it. I'm excited for this one. We've really enjoyed what we've done with Irish in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point we had 5 different bottles of Irish on this table.
I think so. We did a little tasting. I think we did a high proof and a low proof, and we did 4 of each, so 8 different bottles.
Bushmills, Redbreast, Green Spot.
All the big names for sure. I think the only big name besides Teeling, now we're doing Teeling, I think Powers, right?
Yes.
Powers is the other big name Irish brand that we haven't actually, gotten our foot wet on. We really want to try it though.
The question is, and this is probably what I'll even title the video. The question is, does this live up to how great Proper 12 is? That's the question.
Shut
I can tell you're so curious. What is he going to say?
I was really curious at first, and I was actually wondering, what's he going to say? And then he says that little fart bomb. That being said, Teeling, well-known brand. And when it comes to Irish whiskey, again, we've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but Ireland, realistically, if you trace it all back, it was Ireland that kind of started it all, then Scotch, and then obviously the Americas and bourbon and American whiskey and all these other things. This company itself, very old, back to the 1700s, refounded, if you will, by 2 brothers, both of the last name Teeling. Not 100% sure on their names, but they actually restarted the company, I believe, in around 2012, and it's had a pretty good renaissance. The nice part about it is they don't appear to be doing just stereotypical Irish whiskey. Now they are doing your stereotypical, it's not pot distilled, so it's triple distilled. They are doing it chill filtered. Now this one specifically is non-chill filtered. Typically your Irish whiskey is about 80 proof. This actually falls in line at what?
92.
92.
Which is one of the things that makes it really stand out for me. I'm excited.
And it's kind of why it caught our eye a little bit, was 92 proof. To be honest, 92 proof sounds a little low for most bourbon and American whiskey drinkers, but 92
we have
proof.
not tried a single Irish above 80%, I believe.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I don't know. If any of those are above 80, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that everything that we've tried has been 80%. So I'm hoping that this is going to make that stand out a little bit.
Yeah. So we have some high hopes for this. We like Irish whiskey as opposed to Scotch, even though it is, 100% malted barley and so on and so forth. The fact that the way the process works with Irish whiskey for us seems to yield a much sweeter
drinkability factor.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just throw it down, I think, it's a
doesn't have a lot of that heavy malted barley taste to it. That usually sometimes puts us off on some of the actual scotches and stuff.
And it's almost always one of those go-tos if you're having a lot of people over there, and a lot of them aren't whiskey heads. You pull out a bottle of Green Spot.
Yeah.
Boom. That's gonna be it. Everybody's gonna.
That's been our go-to. So a lot of the people that we've tried to get into whiskey, if they seem lukewarm on bourbon or anything else, we just throw the Green Spot at them, and we've yet to have a negative response.
Yeah.
That being said, as far as our cheaper ones go, I think on our little battle, Tullamore Dew was the one that won out.
Yeah.
I guess this would have been, I think this price point was about $26, $27.
That would have been in there then.
It probably would have been in there. We did a cheaper Irish whiskey battle.
Yeah.
It was really in the $20 price range. Proper 12, and a couple other really
curious,
strong brands.
Given the proof of this one and the fact that I don't know if you mentioned it yet, that it's finished in rum casks.
I haven't.
If that would have made it stand out in that battle too, maybe we can do another blind in the future and see if it does.
Maybe a little bit different profile.
Yeah, but they do finish it in rum casks for 6 months, which I think I was mentioning Jarrod. I think that's a respectable amount of time to finish something. It's going to add a little bit something to the end. We haven't had anything finished in rum casks yet, only sherry casks.
Yeah. So Irish whiskey can actually, they can add coloring. They can do a lot of things that you can't do with bourbon. That being said, this is a very light color.
It is. I'd be surprised if they added anything.
This looks like apple juice. Does it not?
It probably is. We got ripped off.
So we're going to jump into this. I'm kind of excited. I'm curious to see what this brings. Again, finished in rum cask, 92 proof. Well-known, respected Irish whiskey brand. I'm expecting it to taste a little bit different than a lot of the others that we've tried, so I'm kind of hoping for that.
I'm picking up definitely some of those shortbread cookies. I always forget what they're really called, the sugar cookies that you get.
Yeah.
There's a little
Not
bit
strong on that malted barley, though. No. Not that sock smell. We call it a sock smell, so sorry if that offends anybody, but when it comes to scotch, that's what we get.
Sorry to all you sock lovers out there.
Not the Highland Park 12, though.
There's a metallic note on the nose that's kind of like pennies to me.
Interesting. Yeah, like copper.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, like the shortbread or just the... that's probably the strongest I've gotten that shortbread smell, to be completely frank.
A lot of the other
I've
ones...
heard that a lot, but I never get that super, front forward.
There's almost no ethanol at all. Maybe this is apple juice. Smells really good, though. Smells great.
Smells really good. Yeah, shortbread cookies. We always say the Christmas cookies because it's got that like... baked goods, yet kind of like that sugary type smell.
Sweetness.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not getting a lot of the malted barley, which is to me actually a good thing. I know some people like that.
We do shy away from it a little bit.
I'm going to dive in.
There you go. That's different.
That's definitely different.
That's not Jameson.
It's not Jameson. It's not.
That's not Tullamore Dew. That's not Bushmills. That's... Certainly,
that's Teeling. That's good.
But you go looking for those notes. I mean, I'm naming off what I'm familiar with. That is different. It's a lot more complex than any of the other lower range Irishes that I've ever had.
I get a little bit of the either we call it Irish, call it Scotch, that flavor of the malted barley. I get a little bit of that, but it's not overpowering. It's not a terrible.
There's a little bit of funk to it.
It's a little bit of funk, but it's kind of that good funk that I kind of like out of the Irish whiskeys versus the Scotch.
You know what I'm not getting, though, and which I do get a lot, is I'm not getting any of the bananas, and I usually pick up on bananas.
Nothing fruity really at all to me, to be completely honest.
It's good, though. I like it. I wish I could point out...
What's funny? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you...
I was going to say, I wish I could give more pointers on what I'm actually tasting with this, but all I can say is it's good. I mean, it's sweet. I'm getting on the nose. It's kind of matching the palate to me a little bit.
Yeah, not super complex. Mm-hmm. Very, very... I don't know. Again, it's hard to say. I know the finishing is popular, finishing a rum cask, all the different things that Scotches and Irish whiskeys do, and even American whiskeys now, but... I don't know if I'm getting any of that. I mean, again, I know to me rum has
we always question it.
We do. Again, it would be hard. We'd almost have to taste it going into that cask to know what it actually brings to it. That being said, I think when you mentioned earlier in the video, you hit the nail on the head. Literally, it's a sipper. It's just a good, straightforward Irish whiskey again. I like Irish whiskey because of that factor. As opposed to Scotch, I get a completely different flavor profile. And it really comes out.
You're right, because I could see having a glass of this, at the dinner table and sipping on it as I eat. And that's not the case with a lot of the bottles that we've tried. Even the stuff that I really enjoy, I'd rather just sit and just drink that by itself. With this, I could see having it with something else. Yeah. Yeah.
No need to water it down. No need to.
No, definitely not.
No need to do anything to it. I think that's what you actually get, to be completely honest and be fair with it. That's what you get from your Irish whiskeys, and I think that's why we've always kind of gravitated towards those, as opposed to Scotches. Now,
I am getting the higher proof, though. I mean, that's definitely.
Yeah, it's there. You feel it on the back end actually. Like I actually get into my chest, whereas typical Irish like Tullamore do, like there's
Goes down
nothing.
like water.
It's just nothing. So
Absolutely.
I think they did a good job. I think
Cool.
I mean I think they do a good job.
It's only been here for 3 years in America. They've only been importing it here for 3 years, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So fairly new.
That's really cool too. You know.
Yeah.
For the price point, definitely pick it up. Add it to your Irish collection. See what you think. It's different. It's different enough to where it's going to stand out above the, around the other bottles.
Yeah, yeah, and again, it's Irish whiskey. So if you're really just one of those people that really like the, the oaky taste, the caramels and the vanillas and that, that stereotypical bourbon profile, you're not going to get it from Irish whiskey.
No.
So if that's what you really like and you really don't care for anything else, it's not going to be your favorite thing or your flavor.
Yeah.
But for us, we really like to have some variation. We really like to pick up. The nice part too about Irish whiskeys we talked about scotches.
Mm-hmm.
Age is a huge factor with scotches for me.
Yes.
I don't think it matters. We hardly ever know the age of an Irish whiskey.
True. And we never even question it.
We never even question the age.
I might even, just going in on this first taste here, I might put it like Tullamore Dew, this and Jameson, Bushmills, and then kind of go down from there.
Yeah.
It's up there for me. I like it.
And they use the pot still process, not the column still, so they actually do the triple filtering. So again, I think that's what makes the big difference on blending it down to a more drinkable, smooth tasting, palatable, I should say, whiskey. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's the big difference, and that's the factor. Yeah, we've never questioned the age. No. I don't think we've ever known the age in Irish whiskey. No. I mean, maybe if we get our hands on some Blue Spot, we'll know that it's, 7 years?
I believe so.
That'll be the first one.
When we're doing our research ahead of time, we never say, when it's an Irish, we never say, well, what's the age statement? We've never
looked for it. Yeah, we've never looked for it. And that's actually a really good point to bring up. We've never thought about that either.
Cool.
So, but with, like I said, with scotches, it's like, is it 12 years or more?
Yeah, we kind of start there. Yeah.
So, thanks, guys. Pretty good video. Drink safe, drink responsibly.
If you want to hear more of Jarrod's Irish accent, please leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.